Hi everyone, I'm Ivan Telles and welcome to this, your masterclass. I'm happy to see you here because it means that you decided to take your first step to make your dream cultural travel. So first of all, we have to understand something. Why do we travel? Because there are different ways of traveling. For example, the most famous one is tourism. When we have a week off or 2 weeks, we go for a holiday. We go to hotel or hostel and we spend some time in the beach, or we go to museums, or we go to these places that are very popular, right? But also there is another kind of traveling that is the cultural one that I'm going to talk about more during this masterclass. But this one is a little bit deeper when it comes to culture, because you get immersed on the people that lives in the country. Why do we have to know why we travel? Well, because it's going to define the reasons and the activities that we're going to make during this travel. For example, if I want to make tourism, I just need to know where are the places that I have to visit, and I can just Google some guides. I can maybe go with some free guide tours, or I can pay for a guide tourist. And yeah, basically I'm doing exactly what I have to do in these places that I'm visiting, right? But if you want to know, for example, like the gastronomy, music, festivals, traditions, or other kind of activities, you need to know how to get there. And to know that, the first people that can help you are locals. So if you want to talk to them, you have to go to the places that they go, for example, cafes or in the villages. And it's a little bit more difficult to do so if you are in a hotel and you're basically staying with people that are from other countries. And that happens also in hostels. That's the reason why I don't like to go that much to hostels, because I can make friends, of course, but I'm more into getting to know people. So I prefer to be with couchsurfers or, for example, with friends. So if that's the reason why I'm traveling, I have to planify how to get to these places. Maybe I have to call them first, or I have to text them that I'm going to this country and to know if they are available. So there are different kind of things that I have to know before traveling. Otherwise, it can be a little bit harder. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but we can make it always easier.
It makes this easier.
So the first thing that we have to know is what are the goals that we want to accomplish during our travel. And you know what? Sometimes you don't know exactly the reason, but you just travel. And you find out the reason during the journey. For example, in my case, when I was traveling in Europe, I was as a student. But then I had to go out from Schengen because I didn't get the student visa.
Oh, I didn't nail it.
So I had to be out there for 3 months. And then I started to volunteer and I discovered many things and a lot of people and many cultures, and I was very into it. So during the journey, you can learn about yourself as well. But it's much better if you know before. So to recap, we have 2 different kinds of traveling. For example, tourism, where you go to places that you know they are pretty popular, right? And the second one, when you want to know people, culture, traditions, music, and all the things that mostly you can find them with locals. This is called a cultural travel. So the question is, why do you travel?